All right, we'd like to take you on a journey right now with a live demonstration of the modern store. Now, for those of you not focused on retail, and there's some here, look, a lot of what you see will still be relevant to other industries, so hopefully we'll keep your attention. Okay, but first, let's just review what is the modern store. So the modern store is a visionary framework that uses technology to deliver real business outcomes to retailers. And it's built on three value drivers. The first one is engaged associates, let me say that right. This is all about making sure that your employees are empowered to do their job well, because an empowered associate will have higher satisfaction and better retention rates. They'll also be more efficient, completing their tasks faster. The next value driver is optimized inventory. First, I want to make sure I understand where is my inventory and is it visible to my enterprise. And by that, I can drive better on-shelf availability, reduce waste, and I can actually fulfill my orders more efficiently and quickly. And the third value driver is elevated customer experience. This is all about, well, taking that experience that the customer has online and blending it so it's similar or the same inside the four walls of the retail store. And it relates to giving a better in-store service, better checkout experience, and faster checkout times. Now, before we begin a day in the life of a modern store associate, a quick disclaimer. Everything you see from now on is live technology in action. So there is a very small chance, tiny chance that some things may not work 100%. So I just want you to focus on the value, focus on the business outcomes. The messaging is what we want you to focus on. Okay, don't focus on the technology so much. All right, so I'll just introduce the actual modern store itself. So if we look on this side of the stage, we've got the back of store. You can see it says optimized inventory. There's some boxes and some technology there. And then on this side, this is the shop floor. So we've got engaged associates there. You can see we've got some apparel, some groceries. We've got like a checkout system here. And now over near where Calvin's standing, and JC, you can see behind JC there's a button saying click and collect button. And behind Calvin, there is a sign he's about to push over called Elevated Customer Experience. And you can see a car there. That's the click and collect area. Okay. All right. So that is the modern store. Now we just need the modern store associate. And for that, we have a special guest, the legendary Harry Banias. Make him welcome. Make him welcome. So hopefully you know Harry. He's a sales engineer by day, but by other day, he's a store associate. So you ready to go, Harry?
Absolutely.
All right. So hang on. Say what we'll say there. Wait. I'll tell you when to start. All right. So let's begin. Harry starts his day, as he does every other day, with some hot yoga, followed by, what do you do next? A soy latte.
Polish my head.
Polishes his head, brushes his hair on his chest, shaves, he's back. And then, when he's ready to go, he makes his way to his place of employment, the modern store. So you can start going now. Sorry, yeah. As he gets towards the store, he wants to go to the back of store because he knows exactly where to go to get his primary piece of technology for the day, which is a TC53. That's going to be his one piece of technology that's going to, basically his whole, how would I say this? Everything he does will be based from that device. That's his primary piece of technology. And he knows exactly where to go to get it. Look, he's already over there. He's very eager. It's an intelligent cabinet. It does a lot of things here. It's obviously, it's in a fixed location, so he knows where to grab it. It's secure. There's cabinetry. It's not good for putting glasses on top, so don't do that. They will slide off. And there's some intelligence as well around it as well. You can see there's a kiosk on top. And if Harry opens it up and has a look inside, and in fact everyone else have a look inside, you'll see a bunch of devices with this green battery icon floating around the screen. So Harry knows very quickly and easily which device is fully charged, so he can grab something that's going to last him a day. So Harry, grab any device you want. It's up to you. Good choice, because that's the one I'm casting. Okay, fantastic. All right. That message that's popped up right now, we'll get back to that, but Harry will notice, as he does every day, those notifications will be relevant later on, that there's a countdown. It's got 45 seconds to log in. If this gets down to 0, a terrible alarm will sound, and it will be very embarrassing for Harry and anyone around him. So Harry can log in by scanning his ID card or use his PIN. So Harry's scanned in by that in this situation, and that's given him accountability for that device for the day. He knows it's out under his name, and he's responsible for it. And even the company knows. You can see on the kiosk here, it says 1 in use under Harry's name. So the company knows he's got it as well. All right. Next thing Harry wants to do is, and one thing I did mention, you can walk away from the cabinetry. So having that security means he can walk away and other users can grab the devices as needed. Now, Harry, I didn't realise, but he's already wearing a wrist mount. I think he might have gone to bed with that. He's so excited. He's such an excitable team member.
I love it.
He loves it. Anyway, so he's already ready to go. Next thing he wants to do is open up his pinboard application right here. Now, this is his one-stop shop. Everything he needs to do his job well is available from this one screen. We can link to other apps. There's a little chat function. These are his projects or tasks for the day. He's got some high priorities, medium and low. His schedule for today and his schedule for the week. So if he clicks on the schedule area, we'll go to the next screen. Okay, this says, it's got some more information about him, and he can start the shift by hitting that green button, and that says he's 10:58, so he's 2 minutes early. Well done, Harry, and he'll get paid appropriately because it's in the system now. So hit OK, and just at the bottom here, before we continue, you can see he's got all this self-service functionality. He can request days off, leave balance, availability, store schedule. So any self-service functionality is available on the TC53. He doesn't need his smartphone, doesn't need a pen and paper. It's all right there. Okay, so, and this is, by the way, this is reflexes. I don't really talk about what it actually is, but this is all based on reflexes. So this is the workforce management piece. All right, hit the more button down the bottom right. You can see obviously other options here, but we're going to go back to the pin board, and you can pin anything to that home screen. Okay, so let's go to we're just going to concentrate on the high priority task. So just hit on the high, and we'll go to the next screen. Now, the next screen says, I should stay over here. So there's 3 tasks for the day. The first one is a click and collect order. So let's click on that and go to the next screen. And it says there's a click and collect fulfillment request required. So Harry needs to pick an order for a customer. Harry knows that it's always good to do it hands-free with some wearable technology. As you can see, he's already wearing it. He loves it so much. He's already getting into it. So we're going to get some peripherals, some Bluetooth peripherals. And you can see there's a few options up there. And face the audience so they can see what you're doing. So he's going to tap the ring scanner to the screen. He would normally get a headset as well, because when you're doing communication, it's good to use headsets so you're not annoying customers. All right, so just walk over there. All right. So this is the click and collect application. See, it's pre-populated with what he needs to pick. So he can grab a shopping bag and start picking the order for the customer. Not doing it hands-free today, he's using his hands. All right, that's picking. As he scans, they will disappear. So Cocoa Pops is next. All right, so that order's picked. Now, just by chance, so he hits done, that's all complete. Now, just by chance, the customer who made that order has just driven up to the click and collect area, and it might as well be Kelvin, since you're there. Yeah, okay, driven up. Wind down the window before you hit the button because you just smashed the glass. All right, so you can push the button. Now, I don't know if you heard that noise there, but there's a message popped up on Harry's device, and it says, customer at click and collect Bay 11 is ready to collect their order. So this is using the, hang on, where is it? Sorry, the ZEMS, Zebra Enterprise Messaging System, which hooks into PTT Pro, which is part of Workforce Connect. All right, so Harry can answer that call. It just happens to be the customer that he's picked the order for, which is very convenient. So grab the bag and start heading down to your customer at the click and collect bag. Calvin's very eager to get the bag. Yes. Now, unfortunately, Calvin forgot an item. He's decided that he's a bit parched.
Vodka.
No, not the vodka, no. Something, water, there you go. So he wants a bottle of water. So Harry can assist by calling an associate to bring it and stay with the customer. So go ahead.
I've got a click and collect order here. Can I have a bottle of water that the customer wants, please?
Chin's all the way at the back. There he is. So just so you know, Chin's got a WS50, that little device that we're talking about, that 2-in-1. He's holding it up. Have a look. So he's using PTT Lite on that device. So it's a back-of-hand scanner. All right. So Chin can slowly make his way to get that bottle and take it to the click and collect area. But suddenly, there's this kerfuffle in the car park nearby. George Peppers is causing a disturbance. So Harry, again, can deal with this situation very discreetly by hitting this emergency call button on the PTT Pro screen. He presses it and holds, and you can hear an alarm that's gone over to the security man over there. Harry's going to tell him what's going on.
We have a bit of a disturbance in the car park area. I need some security. Emergency now!
No worries, Harry.
He's so casual about it, isn't he? Oh, there he goes.
Come on, here's George.
No, wrong. There you go. That's the one. You got the right guy. All right. He's like a Keystone Cop with that whistle. All right. So Chin's bringing over the water. There he comes. Now Harry can cancel out of that call and just leave the call, Harry. Now Harry's got the water, and one thing he can do, we've got a little link to another application. If you hit that little pause button, that will take him to the Quest payment solution. And keep your eye on the screen here. So Harry's ringing it up. This is a brand new functionality where you can take payments using NFC directly on a TC53. You don't need any other hardware whatsoever. This is new technology. It's at Officeworks, as we mentioned, and this is how it works. So Harry's chosen the water. He's going to hit the $sign, and then we can pay by card and just tap the front of the screen with a credit card. Calvin, have you got a credit card?
I did.
It's in his pocket?
So it's a normal credit card. It's going to blank the screen because security purposes, but we hit that and then it'll come back up here and show validation.
So if you didn't hear Harry, it goes blank for PCI compliance, but you can see that the payment's approved. He can email or print a receipt off for that customer.
You're going to approve 500 waters that I've done this test with.
Is that your credit card? Okay. You'll be fine. All right, so customer's got his order, he's got his extra bottle of water, so we've added to his transaction. We handled George Peppers in the car park causing a disturbance. Everyone's happy, and Kelvin can drive away a happy customer. They even shake hands. Look at the service on that. All right, give him a clap. Come on. All right. So, and we're still going, by the way. So on his way back, Harry sees a disturbed workmate who's distressed because he's lost his device. Harry.
Yes.
I'm stressed because I lost my device.
Again?
Yes.
Oh, geez, you always lose it, Dan. Don't worry about it.
You've got device tracker. Can you help me find it?
I do. Just had a pop-up message come up before.
It's the yellow one.
Is it a yellow one?
Yeah.
I'm holding a yellow one.
This is yellow. Mine's yellow as well. Just before we go on. So we have automation on device tracker. So if you put it down and it's not on charge and it's idle for a certain period of time, it goes into the lost bucket automatically. That's what happens with me, because I went to lunch for about half an hour, you see. And we've got the setting to 15 minutes. So that's automatically in the lost bucket. That's why it's popped up here.
I can start finding.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
Better work.
Focus on the outcomes, guys. Business outcomes, not technology, okay? All right, so, okay, we've got a number here. See that number on the screen? We're going to walk around and try and find my device. Yeah. That number should get lower as we get closer. Feel free to frisk anybody as we get close, okay? This guy looks very dodgy.
Hang on, what's it going? 16?
16.
We're getting closer.
15. Is it going down? 16.
14.
Stand up, mate. No, is that still?
You know, I have no idea where you put this.
Hang on, what you can do, press the play sound button. That'll help us. Because once you get close, if you hit play sound, guess what? It plays a sound, and that should help us find it. Now, Aslam.
Aslam stole it.
Can I get down there? Or yeah, don't be sitting down while I do this. It's best to stand up. Let's have a look. Aslam, have a look. Can you see anything down there? That's it.
Could have knocked it
I
off.
deny anybody.
And everyone's got a device under their chair to take. No, I'm joking. You don't get one. All right. So Harry's found my device. I'm a very happy, empowered associate, which is obviously a good thing. All right. So let's continue. What's next? All right, so Harry can go back to his application, his pin board, to see what's next on his list. Let's complete that task. He's got 2 more tasks to go. Next one is low inventory on the sales floor. Just clicked on it, Harry. Oh, you have clicked on it. Very quick. All right, so we're going to do a stock take of zebra polo tops. Luckily, at this store, everything is tagged with RFID tags, so particularly the apparel. And so that makes his job a lot quicker and easier. And so he's just going to get some more technology. It's an RFID. Hang on, let me have a look. It's RFD40 RFID gun. So it's a little sled, so he can put the TC53 on top. And obviously, that's going to make his job a lot easier just by clicking and holding. With RFID, as we talk about, you can scan one-to-many instantaneously instead of line of sight required with a barcode. So Harry's slowly walking over. Okay. You can open up his stock taking application and we'll see it says it's already populated, 7 items expected, 0 found. The ones in red have not been discovered yet, so let's just start the process and see what we find here. That was very quick, but you can see we've got found 6. The red one is the one that's missing, so that means it's in store but it's not on the shop floor. So if Harry takes his hand off the trigger, that will pop up saying, hey, there's a black extra large out the back. If we hit the send button, that'll send the message to his teammate, Chin Fat Sec over there. And Chin can replenish the item. You're going to replenish the item? Yeah, replenish the item. He's very reluctant, I don't know. Please. All right, so Harry can continue doing his stock take with RFID while another associate can replenish items. So you can see the convenience of, you don't have to scan it. Okay, fair enough. All right, so there you go, all found now. All right, so optimise inventory, as we mentioned. Now, Harry's about to finish off that task, and then Matt Candy staggers into the liquor department. So I didn't warn you about this, but it just seemed real appropriate. All right, so before you get there, so Harry, can you go over there because you're not supposed to be in that area? You're spoiling my whole thing. No, so Matt rocks up to the liquor department. No, you should be sober at the beginning. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you know what to do. Look at that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Need assistance. Another message pops up, and he's pushing it because he's at the point of sale counter, and there's no one there to serve him. He doesn't want to wait around. He wants alcohol right now. All right. So it says customer assistance required at the liquor department. So Harry can come up and help him serve him. So we've got this ET45 with the POS hub, as Julie was talking about earlier. You can see we can connect all kinds of peripherals. We're turning an ET45 into a point of sale system. It's got no money. So I'll fix you up later. So what Matt's doing is ordering 6 bottles of wine. He wants it delivered because, well, quite frankly, he's lazy, I guess. No, joking. So he's going to pay for it. And you can swivel the screen so Matt can hit the blue button and finish the sale. So we're going to pay for it now, take the receipt, and we'll ship it to his house later on. Grab that receipt that's just printed out there, Matt. You rip up. No, pull up. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's bad.
Terrible. Thought you knew how.
I sold printers.
I know. I thought you knew all about printers. All right, so Matt, you can sit down. We'll ship it to you later. We're good for it. Give Matt a round of applause, everyone. All right. So now Harry's got a task of shipping the box of wine, which let's assume he's already packed it. But we want to be charged appropriately by the courier. So next thing Harry wants to do is basically confirm the dimensions of the box. And we're going to do that with mobile dimensioning, which we talked about earlier. Put the dot on the box and hit a button once she's happy with it. And very, very quickly, you can see the length, width and height of that box have been pulled back. Those dimensions are good to go. And by the way, they are legal for trade. We've done a lot of work to get them certified in Australia and New Zealand. So you can charge for those dimensions. All right. Well done. Good stuff. All right, next step. So go back to the pin board, I guess, and see what tasks you got left. So you can update the status on that one and hit complete. All right, the last one, sales floor awareness training. Now, this is something you probably don't want to do on the shop floor, but luckily, Harry's workmate, Chin's a busy boy, gets around. Chin's going to relieve him on the shop floor, so Harry can take this activity back a store.
Complete my job. I've got to do sales awareness training.
Compliance training, everyone's got to do it. All right, so the best way to do this is in a Workstation Connect cradle. Just stand to the side, Harry. You can see that we've got a Workstation Connect cradle here, a screen, keyboard, mouse. We've plugged in a few things. If Harry puts a device into the cradle, that will, after a few seconds, turn on the screen. Now, one thing to note is the device in the cradle and the screen are completely independent. So you've basically got two in one now. You've got a full workstation computer and you've got an Android device as well. So you can be listening to a PTT call on the device and while you're using the main screen. So Harry, just get up your sales floor awareness training video. And the beauty is he can have it, large screen. He can answer compliance questions on the keyboard, etc. So it's a little bit more convenient. So obviously some functions are better on a big screen, but you're using that one device. Okay, so it's a shared portal that users can put their device in. Got a video there? All right. So let's assume Harry's completed his sales floor awareness training, done all the compliance training. And he's almost ready to go home, I reckon.
And if I can cheat, I can do different things on here than there, can't I?
You can, yeah. You can.
I don't really have to listen to it, do I?
No. Like always, every time he does compliance training, I don't think you're actually paying attention. All right, so we could. Now, one thing he would do if anything was connected, he would probably unpair all. So you can see that at the bottom is unpair all. I don't think anything's paired at the moment, so we probably can almost skip that step. But there you go, you've already done it. It's pre-done. Okay, so Harry's pretty much ready to go home. The last thing he needs to do is put his device in the intelligent cabinet. That will log him off for the day, and he will be relinquish his responsibility for that device. And then Harry can go home and shave again, I guess. He's probably due for another shave. Thanks, Harry. All right. Let's just quickly review. Okay, so engaged associates. Did you feel engaged, Harry?
Oh, very much so.
Very much so. Empowered?
Empowered.
So you can see he had technology that helped him do his job quicker and easier and more efficiently. He was empowered. He could call anyone he wanted, any other associate. He could call security when he was required. So definitely empowered. I think we could tick that box. Optimized inventory, RFID scanning, the power of scanning multiple tags simultaneously instead of barcodes, which is one by one, right? So very quickly and easy, get visibility to the enterprise level of what stock you have. And the last one, elevated customer experience. Kelvin, how'd you feel? Elevated?
Yes.
So Harry stayed with the customer. He was able to add to the transaction. He dealt with a kerfuffle with George Peppers. And what else happened? He got Chin to bring some water so you can see the power of that.
I found your device.
And you found my device. Thank you. That was the engaged associate one, I reckon. All right, that's it. I'd like to just thank Harry, Ricardo, Chin, who's still working, and myself. I'd like to thank myself as well.